Good morning, everyone. Dr. Victoria Skirbo here, speaking to you from the Seeds of Transformation Healing Center in Wareham, Massachusetts. We're back here in the yard. No journeys this morning. Still in my pajamas. This is as far journeying as I want to go. Today is the 20th. Is it? No, it's the 19th. Sorry, guys. Not to confuse things. Today is the 19th, and the moon is in Cancer. It moved into Cancer at 4:42 a.m. this morning. And today is quite a day. We have two planets or planetary bodies changing direction, and we have a sextile between the Sun and Jupiter. Let's talk about it in order of occurrence. First of all, you know that Cancer moon brings a sensitivity to the day. And we tend to be a little bit more homebound, home-oriented, security-minded with that Cancer moon. Very, very sensitive moon. Today, Venus at 5:38 a.m. on the east coast of the U.S. has stationed retrograde in Capricorn. I believe it's at 27 degrees of Capricorn. It's right around there. It just, on the 11th, just 8 days ago, made a conjunction to Pluto. And on Christmas Eve, it's going to, through its retrograde motion, make another conjunction to Pluto. And then in March, make the last conjunction to Pluto when it's moving direct. Venus's journey in this retrograde period in Capricorn is going to be a very profound one. And Venus really... it's not that she's uncomfortable in Capricorn, but, Capricorn is kind of work, and sometimes Venus can be a tad lazy. But she's not going to be able to be lazy through this period. And then through this period, she's going to come up against some pretty challenging aspects. She's going to be sitting between Pluto and Saturn for a while. Not necessarily fun stuff for Venus. But that being said, what she gathers is she gathers strength, she gathers resolve, she gathers really what is most important to her. And she is going to be the ruler of the transiting North Node come January, when the North Node of the Moon moves into into Taurus. Sorry about that. And by that time, we'll already have some pretty good ideas of what needs to change in our relationships, to power our relationships within our relationships when it comes to things like money and autonomy and things like that. So, fun times ahead, guys. The other thing stationing today is Chiron. Chiron stations direct, it's been retrograde in Aries, and it's interesting that although Chiron isn't really symbolic of the masculine per se, in Aries we're dealing with the wounds of the masculine, and those wounds of the masculine can manifest in men and women. It doesn't necessarily mean this is all about guys, because it's not. It's really about our right to assert ourselves. Are we mature enough? Why are we asserting ourselves? There's a need to feel that you have the right to breathe air with Chiron and Aries, and it is an archetype of the spiritual warrior, and we're all going to, on a certain level, and all have been dealing with the idea of being a spiritual warrior. And a spiritual warrior is a warrior for peace, not war, and it takes a lot of strength and a lot of resolve and a lot of vulnerability, and it also takes a lot of willingness, courage. So we will be finding our courage through this period, no doubt. And then lastly, we have the sextile between the Sun and Jupiter. Jupiter and the Sun are the two largest things in our solar system. In fact, I believe they think that Jupiter is actually a brown dwarf star that's sleeping, maybe, or whatever stars do when they're not like being stars. But Jupiter's also called the vacuum of the zodiac. It's gravitational. I mean, of the solar system, its gravitational field is so strong that it pulls into itself, some of the space debris that would otherwise maybe make its way to the inner planets, Mars and the Earth and Venus and Mercury and, well, those. So we have a sextile. This is a 300-degree Aquarian side sextile. So it is about an opportunity for progressive change. And of course, Jupiter is in the progressive sign of Aquarius. And the sun is in the, in the big picture, large perspective sign of Sagittarius. So there's an understanding here and an opportunity, a real good opportunity for us to move in a more progressive direction. We are our brothers and sisters keeper, and hopefully some of us will take on this and realize that if we want to get through this, we have to get through this together. And it really is, I think, about the common folk getting together, seeing what it is that they need, the commonality, and turning their backs on authority that says they have all the answers. So, all right, guys, have yourself a great day. Like and subscribe. I'm going to cut this a little short because I'm cold in my pajamas. It's raining today. We had a weird rainstorm last night here. I had to go out. I had to go into the office in my pajamas. It was late at night. No one saw me, but it was like walking through a cloud, like a cold, misty cloud. It was really quite invigorating and very interesting, but I'm not quite as invigorated or as interested in it this morning because I'm cold. So I'm going to go in. Have yourself a great day. Like and subscribe. And much love to you all. Take care.